Hello, story lovers. Welcome to Folks and Tales, your one-stop channel for stories that inspire and lessons that last. One of the astonishing features of my story is that I didn't have to learn the hard way. I found myself discovering my future on time. Not only that life is an adventure whereby we learn every day, either through people's activities or those of our own. My name is Tutu, the first daughter of Mr. Didi Ziki. I am from Ayangala. My parents are both farmers and great disciplinarians. Growing up as a young maiden, I loved to dream of myself in a family way. I couldn't wait to get married, so I started on time to find out on my own what marriage was all about. It seemed to me like the young ones were missing out. From my research, it was so good to be called a mother and a wife. To me, there's nothing bad about marriage and having children, so I pray that one day I find a suitable suitor who would take me very far away from my own community. Mother and father had a different wish for me. According to them, the tradition had it that I must stay in my father's house and bear children as the first daughter. They both rang the culture in my ears from time to time, but it didn't change what I wanted to be. 3 years later, some suitors started coming for my hand in marriage, but my parents refused. One day, a man arrived at my house wanting to meet my father. He was shown into the veranda where my father was seated. After explaining his mission for coming, my father responded, "Young man, you said you're from where, please?" "My name is Tayo. I am from Ondo State," replied the young man. Laughing with a sign of mockery, father replied, "Oh, Western Nigeria." That's the reason you don't know? But you should have made your findings before coming. Here in Ayangala, we don't give out our first daughters. They stay in the house and give birth to children for the family. Tayo pleaded and asked if that could be changed, but father told him it wasn't in his hands. My younger sister ran to the backyard where I was washing clothes and broke the news to me. "Sister Tutu, you are here washing and you don't even know what is going on." "Timmy, what is going on and why are you whispering?" She spat it out, saying, "Father has rejected another suitor again. The man is in the house. His name is Tayo. He has been begging father to accept, but father says that our culture is the barrier." I got up immediately and went to see for myself. My younger sister and I tiptoed to the veranda where father sat with the guests. We set our ears to the door frame to listen to their conversation. Father adjusted himself as if having a solution. Mr. Tayo, you can marry my second daughter. She's as beautiful as the first. She's free to marry anyone she pleases." I looked at Tini, my younger sister, and she looked at me with the same facial expression of surprise. Timi's mouth was wide open as she almost lost her breath. "Let me call her for you, Mr. Tayo. If you see her, you won't be disappointed." My father pressured. At that point, Timmy quickly tiptoed into the bedroom pretending to be asleep, while I quietly went back to the backyard to continue washing my clothes. "Timmy! Timmy!" My father called out in a loud voice. "Where could this girl be?" "Mr. Ziki, please come back. There may be no need for that," Tayo said as he stood up to take his leave in disappointment. Father found Timmy in her room sleeping. He sighed as he drew closer to her and gave her a hard tap on her back, saying, "What kind of sleep is this on this hot afternoon? Timmy, who pretended to be deeply asleep, stretched her arms and legs, yawning as if she needed more sleep, but in a low tone answered, "Yes, Father, I'm tired. What did you say?" "Come on, get up from there quickly and come out. A suitor is waiting for you." "Don't keep him waiting," Father commanded Timmy. Still stretching and trying to buy some time so that the suitor would leave, Timmy asked Father, "A suitor?" "Yes, you heard me right," Father replied. "Don't you think you're making a mistake, Father? Look at me. I'm Timmy. Tutu is at the backyard. I'm sure she's the one you're looking for." "I give you 2 minutes to stand up from there and get into a more befitting dress. We are waiting at the veranda," Father said to Timmy, getting irritated already. Timmy, my younger sister, is a very mischievous girl. She dragged herself to her box where she brought out an ugly dress which she put on to dissuade the guest. But it was not necessary. By the time Father got to the veranda, he saw an empty space staring at him. Father was not happy that he missed the good-looking young man. Mother returned from the market some hours later, fagged out. I needed her to explain this tradition thing well to me, but I thought it was best to leave her to relax a little. After dinner, I went to the kitchen to help her to do 1 or 2 things and used the opportunity to chip in my question. "Mother, thank you for the meal. I can see you want to prepare food for the dogs. Can I help you?" I asked her. "Of course, my dear, though I have done most of the things." "Mother, why do first daughters have to stay at home without getting married and get pregnant out of wedlock while the other children have the right to marry anyone they choose? Mama, it's not fair. I won't stay at home and give birth to children. I dream of getting married one day and no one can change that." "My child, I didn't make the law. It was their sins before our fathers' fathers. Anyone who dared try otherwise would face punishment of the land," Mother said with emphasis. Suitors continued to come for me, and they were all rejected because of my stupid tradition. 2 years later, Tayo returned with another proposal. This time, he was more serious. "Greetings, sir. You must be here to see my father. He's not home yet, but you can either wait for him or check back in an hour." "I'm not here to see your father, young lady. I want to have a word with you," Tayo said to me. "Me? Why me? I am just the child of the man you came to see. What can I possibly do for you?" Tayo looked around to see if anyone was calling. "I want to marry you." Before I could respond, Tayo put his index finger on my lips. "Shh. I know about the tradition, but I'm here to make an offer," he tried to say convincingly. I looked at him from head to toe, trying to calculate in a split second what his offer would be. Then I asked him, "What offer are you talking about?" They both moved to sit down and Tayo continued, "It is you that I want to marry and be with, but considering the tradition of your people, I want to seek your approval to marry your sister, but still have you to myself. I interrupted Tayo at once in anger. "You intend to what? Marry my sister and have me as your baby-making machine? Who would you use and dump whenever you wished?" No. Listen, Tutu. I intend to build a house for your family. In this, you would have your own section as the first daughter of this house. There I can spend quality time with you, but still be married to your sister. Tayo explained to me that the reason was that without marrying Timmy, my sister, my parents would not allow it. But as an in-law, he could come in at any time he wished. So, is my sister going to be aware of this relationship between you and me? I asked Tayo. No, Tutu. My relationship with you will be a secret. Not even your parents will know until maybe years later. This is insane, I told Tayo. You want to make my sister a laughing stock? Please, leave my house at once. Tayo tried to explain further, but I walked him out of the compound. His idea seemed to me like madness. How could he have thought about a thing like that? I felt that I had sent Tayo and his idea away for good, only to see the young man as I returned from the farm the next day, asking of my father from Timmy. It seemed like Timmy went to inform father of his presence. I went straight to warn him not to make his useless idea known to any member of my family. I'm here this time for your father, Tutu, and not for you, so keep your thoughts to yourself, he said to me and walked into the house. I was filled with rage. After dropping the firewood on my head, I went into the house pretending to be looking for something important while listening to their conversation. Not quite 2 minutes after Tayo and my father had exchanged pleasantries, Tayo was about to make known the reason for his coming when my father took notice of my presence and asked me to excuse them. Mr. Zikiye, I am here once again because of your first daughter. I still want to be with her the rest of my life. This tradition that stands in our way has been eating me deep, so I thought of something. And what is that, Mr. Tayo? Have you accepted to marry my second daughter? Yes. No, Tayo said frantically. I want to request that I be the one to father Tutu's children, but officially get married to her younger sister Timmy. That way, Tutu can have the respect she wants, and your wish of me marrying your second daughter will come to pass. Mr. Tayo, you want to marry two sisters at the same time? I don't know how possible it will be, but I will have to speak to my wife and children first. You may return in 7 days for an answer. Thank you very much, sir, for giving it a thought. I will be back in 7 days. Tayo left with great hope that father will be able to convince everyone to accept the idea. Little did he know that nothing would ever make me have a child with him if he's married to my sister or anyone else. Never will I accept such mockery. I waited for father to call us for a meeting, but he didn't. One cool evening, father called Timmy and I to meet him at the backyard. It was a brief session. My father supported the idea that Tayo came with. He placed it before Timmy and I, then asked for our opinion regarding the idea. I don't want to be used as a tool to achieve that man's wish. Whatever he wants with Sister Tutu is not my concern. But for me, I do not want to go close to him, Timmy indicated. For me, father, he should stay away from me and my sister. Are we the only people in this world that he can marry? I'm not interested in him, cried Tutu. Father asked Timmy to leave while he asked me to sit beside him. He called my name 3 times and I answered 3 times. What I'm about to say to you now is what any father will say to his daughter concerning this matter. Tayo has confided in me. He loves you and will do anything to spend the rest of his life with you, no matter the so-called tradition. I adjusted myself on the bench to be able to see the angle he was coming from. Father continued, if you check the whole Ayangala community, they There's no first daughter who has a problem with this culture. Every first daughter accepts this as the real of the land we come from. You came up with this crazy idea of having a good home and married life since your childhood. I tried to kick it out of your head, but you wouldn't listen. Now this is close to what you want. Tayo has accepted to be your own. Even though both of you will not officially get married, but have children and all other things like husband and wife. Where does Timmy come in? I asked father impatiently. Clearing his throat, father replied, Tayo's family would certainly want him to get married to someone, so he came up with the idea that instead of marrying an outsider who will not understand the situation and have issues with you in future, he wants to officially get married to your sister, who will live in his house. He will give her everything, but she would have to share Tayo with you. So I will be the family secret, father. You think that one day this secret will not burst into the open? I asked my father. It is nobody's business who impregnates the first child of any family in this community. What matters is that you cannot get married and leave your father's house. The matter became one that I could not share with anyone, not even my friends. It left me speechless. In order not to keep my father waiting, I asked him to give me time to think about it. But he should talk to Timmy also. I made him understand that Timmy has a choice to make. She should not be forced into it. Whatever she agreed to do should be final. I gave it a serious thought from all angles. I looked at the matter. I hated the tradition of our people. But Tayo is also a nice guy who really loves me. Whatever the relationship turned into in the future, I shouldn't care much because I am privileged to have only one man fathering all my children, unlike other first daughters who have 3, 4, 5 children from different men. One day close to midnight, Timmy woke me up. She wanted to talk. She said it was a sister-to-sister talk. I cleared my eyes without difficulty because I already knew what the topic of discussion would be. Yes, Timmy, I am up. What is it? Is anything the matter, my little sister? Timmy gave a worried look and then looked at me in the eyes. Sister Tutu, what is this I am hearing? That you have accepted to Tayo's proposal already? How could you? You didn't even ask of my opinion. I asked Timmy if she was through, then replied her with the truth. Timmy, my dear baby, sister, I am sorry if you feel this way. The matter before us is a very delicate one. I refuse to say anything to you because I am involved in all this, and so are you. I asked Father to talk to you, and I emphasized that your decision was final. I said so because you are too young to be involved in all this. Whatever your decision on this is, I truly understand. Don't do it for me. Your happiness is more important to me. Timmy cried. She was confused and didn't know what to say at first, then raised her head and held my hands. Sister Tutu, I can't do this. It's crazy. It doesn't sound right. We don't even know this man Tayo for sure. He may use us as he pleases. I am sorry, I can't. I held her chin and raised her face up again. Look at me, Timmy. Stop crying. I support whatever decision you have regarding this matter. I am behind you on this one. I cannot be selfish, so stop crying. Timmy gave me a hug. She smiled and thanked me for understanding. We both went to bed happy. Tayo returned for answers to his proposal and Father gave him the answer. That was the end of the story. Unknown to Mr. Ziki and his family, Tayo refused to get married to anyone else. I gathered other young girls like me in the community and we started a sensitization program on the removal of this part of the culture, an old culture that affected the dignity of young women known as first daughters. We went to the king and made our request known. The king waived the idea that the tradition had been there even before he was born. We went to the elders in council, whom their children were also affected by this tradition. Elders of our land, I greet you once again. I am happy that you see this tradition as one that should fade away. It was accepted as tradition by a king and could be removed by a king also. Please, talk to our king. He's the only one who can write this tradition off. One of the elders spoke. We have heard you and we will present it to the king in the next council meeting. Do not do anything against the law. Be patient and wait upon our reply. The girls joined me in thanking the elders and we left to other parts of the community. Even those who had already had children from different men joined the protest and the awareness went round the Ayangala community. We attracted more and more people on our side. After one full moon, when we lost hope that no good thing would come out of the protest, the king, in the coronation of a new title chief in his cabinet, announced that the old tradition of the young maidens who are first daughters of the family not being allowed to marry has been abolished. The community was in jubilation. This law affected every family. The married women carried me up before I knew what was going on. They took me round the community, singing and jubilating. People also came from different families, thanking me for the initiative. I told myself I was free, and I was free indeed. Timmy was happy for me. Sister Tutu, I am so happy for you. Finally, you can select a man of your choice to marry. You are free. Yes, my dear, we won. Some of the maidens who joined me on the protest came over to my house. We congratulated one another. Mother, who traveled to take care of grandmother who has been ill for a while now, returned with so much joy as she approached the house. What am I hearing, Tutu? What am I hearing? Mother, welcome. How is grandmother? I asked. Welcome, ma, the other girls greeted. Thank you so much. Tutu, your grandmother is getting better. The news is everywhere. We heard how a maiden spearheaded the protest that led to the removal of the old tradition. It was not until I got to our community that people who told me the story mentioned your name. I said to myself, it must be my Tutu. God bless you, my dog. You were brave enough to champion this protest. You people should come inside. Let me prepare something delicious for you. Mother said. The girls started stepping backwards. Ma, we came to inform Tutu that it was necessary we thank the elders who helped us speak to the king concerning the matter. But if she can't make it today, we can fix another day, ma. Mother said it was very important that we thank the elders at once. You can go with her. It is very important. My regards to your parents. Tutu's father returned from the farm to see his wife back before the date she mentioned she would return. Mama Tutu, you're back already. What made you change your mind? Is your mother, my mother-in-law, okay now? Father asked mother. My husband, how could I have stayed back after hearing this news about my community? A protest that was headed by my own daughter, Tutu. Don't you know that the story is everywhere? People are praising our daughter for her bravery. Mother and father started to dance to the new tradition of our people. It was in the middle of the jubilation that the knock was heard on the door. Father went to know who it was. To his greatest surprise, it was Tayo. Father looked at him in confusion, not knowing if Tayo came because of his old proposal, or he probably heard that the law had been abolished. But who would he want to marry now if that was the case? Father welcomed him into the house. Mother went inside to bring him cola. Tayo could see the joy in them. They all sat and exchanged pleasantries before Tayo broke the silence. Mr. Zikiye, I am happy to hear that the old law pinned on every first daughter in this community has been abolished. It is also good to know that your daughter Tutu fought for this to come to reality. I came to congratulate you and your family for that wonderful achievement. I journeyed down here to join you and your family partake of this joy. Thank you so much, Mr. Tayo. You have really shown that you care for me and my family. I appreciate your kind gesture on behalf of myself and my family. Once again, thank you. Before I take my leave, I would also want to use this opportunity to declare my interest to marry your daughter Tutu. I came down here on time before any other person would come for her hand in marriage. Father smiled at Tayo, knowing the effort Tayo had made regarding getting married to me, but the old tradition previously stood in the way. I have heard you, my son. Nothing stands in the way again, except my daughter Tutu does not accept your proposal. I will speak to her soon as she returns, and on your next visit, whatever she has decided will be made known to you. Tayo left for his community, but before he left, he handed over to father and mother an envelope with some money in it and a bottle of wine. Everything that happened was told to me as I returned, and I didn't need to give it a thought. I had come to the realization that Tayo meant well for me and my family. What do I mean by this? I mean it was a yes! Never give up on any situation you find yourself. Your determination can score you more goals than you can imagine. How about you? What lessons have you learned from this story? Please leave your comments in the comment section. Thanks for watching, story lovers. Again, this is Folks and Tales. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a big thumbs up. Comment and share this video to other story lovers. Also, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever we upload a video. We will be uploading intriguing and captivating stories multiple times per week. You don't want to miss them. Until my next one, peace and love.